What's up, BROSMAKS? This is BackSmack. I hope all of you guys enjoyed your Thanksgiving holiday, ate some delicious food, watched some awesome football, watched the Jets get beat down by the Patriots, you know. Got to hang out with some family that you probably never see or talk to, some of which you may not even like, you know. That's obviously one of the best parts about Thanksgiving and the holidays. You get to see a lot of family and smile at people you don't even like. Anyways, so first off with this commentary, I'd like to apologize for some recent inactivity that my channel has had since the release of Halo 4. It definitely has not been the way I planned it out, but as I'll explain at the end of this commentary, there are a couple reasons why. But this commentary is basically, I'm going to keep this short. I know I said that the last time and it ended up being 28 minutes, you know. But seriously, I'm going to keep this commentary short as possible. This commentary is going to cover basically everything I forgot to talk about in my previous thoughts and breakdown video. There aren't that many things to discuss, so I'm going to go ahead and jump right in with this. I'm going to break it down like I did before with likes, dislikes, things I hope for, things I'm on the fence about. So first off, one of the major things I love about Halo 4 is there's no quitting penalty. A lot of people probably don't like that, but I think that's fantastic. I hated in Reach whenever you would quit, you'd basically get a little timeout in the corner, you know, have to stand in the corner for 10 minutes and just stare at the wall, watch the paint dry, whatever you gotta do. I hated that, so I'm glad they got rid of that. Although I definitely wouldn't mind if they made it, you know, so that you would lose XP, not just not get the credits you're earning in the game, but maybe even lose a little XP to create a little just a little incentive not to quit. Obviously, people who want to quit, it's not really gonna deter them, but it may deter some people, so I think that's something that they could do. I also really like the achievements in this game. They're kind of basic, but I do like that because they're more attainable than normal. You don't have to do a bunch of crazy stuff like Halo 3. You had to get the 4 people on Ghosts and drive over whatever on the last mission on Legendary. There's no goofy, insane stuff like that. So for the most part, you can get most achievements fairly easily, or with just, you know, not minimal, but a decent effort. You don't have to go super try hard and boost achievements and stuff like that. So I think that's a good thing. Also, they have a great new game type. I'm not sure many people are aware of this, but the game type Dominion is an awesome game type. I've really been enjoying playing that, especially for the guys who love Big Team. That's a really great game type that is a good substitution for things other than just Big Team Slayer, because that's all they have in Big Team right now. They don't have any objectives, so I would highly recommend checking that out. It's a fun game type. Find some noobs in there, so that's always nice. And you get to play a diverse array of maps, my favorite of which is Exile. I really love that map, so I would highly recommend that. Moving on to a couple things I'm on the fence about. The menus and just the file browsing system and all of that in this game. I think it's cool, I guess, but it's not as clean and simple as the Halo 3, Halo Reach, Halo 2, all the previous Halo's menus. I feel like these menus are really up in your face. It's almost like you just kind of want to lean back from your monitor or your screen a little bit, because it just feels like they're just trying to force everything onto you, and it's kind of annoying, I guess. In the file browsing system, it's really difficult to find stuff. It's really complex, which I guess it's a good thing for separating things, but it's also kind of annoying how you can't view file shares while in a party or in a lobby of people, like in a game, or you can't save films in a game lobby or anything like that. That's really aggravating, as well as whenever you go to a theater and you want to look at a recent film from your temporary history, you can't. The only way you can do that is to actually hit, you know, save, go down to your file browser and save whatever you want to save or see, and then just watch it from your stored films. So I really hope they can fix that. I hope that's just a glitch, not something that's really meant to be in there. But of course, now moving on to dislikes. Number one thing I forgot to discuss last time is the fact that there's recoil instead of being unscoped when you're shot by a gun. I cannot stand that. That's really disappointing that they added that to the game. That's something that has not been in any Halo series. I really do not see the need for it. It really just makes the game easier to shoot, and it reduces the ability to pull off those crazy flashy plays which actually required skill, like crazy whip no scopes or quick scopes, you know, or knocked out of scope shots across the map. Now it's just, you know, if you can head glitch a little bit, you can just easily stay in scope no matter how much you're getting laid into by somebody shooting you. So I really think that takes out an element of skill from the game and just flashiness overall. So I really don't understand the need for that. I really wish they would get rid of that. I think that was a terrible decision. But I'm going to stop ranting about that and move on to the fact that they force you to join in-progress games. I guess I don't mind that you can join in-progress games, because especially whenever you're on the receiving end of teammates who quit out, it's really frustrating having to play outnumbered. So I don't mind the fact that people can join, but I really wish they would give you an option as to whether or not you wanted to join, because it sucks getting stuck into a lobby when you realize you're being put in an in-progress game and you have to sit there for 30 to 45 seconds before you even put in the game. And there's no option to cancel or to not join. That's something I would really like to see. I would love it if, when it went to put you in an in-progress game, it would give you a scores report, like what team you're going to be put on, what the score of the game is, how much time is left, what the game type and map is, and then have an option of whether you can click join or click cancel, and it would just put you back in the matchmaking searching system. So hopefully that would be something that they could be open to ideas for. I think that would be really nice. Another annoying thing about this game is the automatic objective pickup. A lot of people are enjoying this because you can use it in oddball to throw the oddball at another player and force them to pick it up and shoot them while they're holding the ball. It's a funny trick and it's cool, I guess, but it's really aggravating whenever it happens to you, and the fact that if you walk over a ball and you don't mean to pick it up, or a flag, especially in flag, when you pick up the flag, you're stuck with it until you capture it or you die, which is really stupid because all you have to defend yourself with is a pistol. I think it's kind of cool that you have a pistol with unlimited ammo when you are walking the flag, but it's really frustrating not being able to drop it and shoot with your team or do whatever you have to do. So hopefully they will fix that in the future. And last time I discussed Spartan Ops briefly, but I said I hadn't played it, so I couldn't really give an honest opinion on it until I played it. Well, now I have played it, and it's pretty much like people said, it's really boring and repetitive. It's a lot like Campaign in my opinion, as far as how repetitive and boring it is. It's basically just, you know, put you in a little mission, they tell you, you know, some bullshit through another Spartan character or whatever, and then they basically just let you slaughter Covenant and Prometheans and Forerunners. And it's almost like a boring version of Firefight. So I'm really disappointed with that. I think they could have done a much better job, and they're still implementing new missions every week, which I don't even understand the point of it because nobody really isn't playing it. It's not fun. It's just mindless slaughtering of Covenant and Forerunner. So I don't know really what they were doing with that. But moving on to some hopes and ideas for this game. First off, I'd love to see more features in this game. I recently heard about the in-game streaming option on Black Ops 2, so I think something like that would be awesome for Halo. That would really make it easier for people to stream via YouTube, or even if you could set it up so that you could stream via Twitch. I think that would be great for the community. It would make it a lot easier for people to stream their gameplay and their stuff. That would be something like that is really unique and original, and Treyarch deserves a definite high five for that, coming up with that option. Hopefully something like that will make its way into future Halos, if not this one. Also, a friend of mine a while back gave me the idea of customizable theater folders, and I really like it. Almost like your computer, how you can create a file or a folder and name it and separate things into different systems or different folders. I really wish they would do that for Halo. It would be nice for people who like saving gameplay or clips or whatever, the screenshots and that kind of stuff, because you could create a couple different folders where instead of just having all of your films and clips and whatever in one just map breakdown, you could have a folder that would be like gameplays or montage clips or, you know, highlight clips or favorite screenshots or cool, you know, not favorite screenshots, you know, just separate it up. I think something like that would be great. I would love to see something like that in the game. Hopefully they can add something like that too, maybe Halo 5 or something like that. That would be great. And I would love to see them fix the glitches. I don't know if you guys have been checking out YouTube much, but there are constant uploads around YouTube of people having these and finding these insane glitches, whether it be jumping into the wall on Complex, even though they already patched that. Everybody knows about it. There's an unpatched wall glitch on Haven that not many people know about. And people just being randomly stuck into walls or under the ground and things like that. I really think it puts off a bad image from 343 that they let so many glitches get into their game. Yeah, they're funny and they can have some cool little bloopers and that's great, but the sheer volume of those that have been found already in the first 2 or 3 weeks of the game is quite staggering in my opinion, and I think that that's just a bad look for the game. But overall, for this game, if I had to give Halo 4 a rating of 1 out of 10, I would probably give it about a 6 on my personal enjoyment level. This section, if you want to go ahead and click off, is probably going to be my little rant section, so if you don't want to listen to this, feel free to end the video. But overall, Halo 4 left me really unsatisfied. Halo Reach definitely left you feeling unsatisfied as far as the multiplayer goes. I think a lot of people obviously didn't like Reach. Look at the community and what it did to the community, and I really was hoping Halo 4 would be a turnaround for Halo in the series, but I really am not feeling like it's going to be that way. There's so many things with this game that are wrong and just annoying that really prevent the game from being fun. Like I said before in my previous commentary, the campaign was extremely unfulfilling. It was really repetitive. I didn't get into it. I mean, the campaign graphics and obviously the cutscenes and stuff like that, that was pretty neat. They did a good job on that. But overall, as far as the actual gameplay, it just is really boring and unfulfilling. And I feel the same thing with Spartan Ops. I feel like Spartan Ops is a really bad replacement for Firefight. I think they could have done some things to expand on Firefight and just made that a better overall experience. I personally highly enjoyed that, and I think a lot of other people did too. Most importantly, multiplayer just doesn't have a Halo feel. That starts with the maps. The maps don't have a great flow. They don't have that Halo-esque style to them that all the previous Halos had. They're just random. There's a bunch of walls and boxes and just random objects everywhere on all kinds of maps that really don't have a good flow to them. And I feel like only the few maps with normal Halo feels to them are probably maps like Exile and Ragnarok, and those are just because they're big team maps. They're basic, simple designs that really lend themselves well to the Halo style of play. They're not, you know, running underground and coming out 16 different doorways and, you know, taking cover behind 17 different boxes and just all these kind of crazy things that are going on with the maps. And obviously the maps are really big and wide open in a lot of places, and the spawns are terrible. So if your teammates are bad, which is often the case, you get spawned next to them in the open and you just get slaughtered because you're the only one who is probably trying to push out and get into a good map position. So that can be really frustrating. I feel like 343 really doesn't care about the people who truly love and appreciate Halo. They're only in it to make money, it seems like, and I know they would say that that's not true, but it really is, because all they really care about is the super casual gamer that doesn't really give a shit what they're playing. It's got the label Halo, so they're gonna play it, and they're making it, obviously, as everyone continues to say, a lot more like Call of Duty, so why wouldn't these casuals play it? But the problem is, a casual is always gonna prefer Call of Duty over Halo. So the fact that they're making Halo a lot more like Call of Duty makes it so that Halo doesn't have a unique identification like it used to. Like when you look at like the prime of Halo and Call of Duty, like, you know, you have like COD 4 and Halo 2 and 3. Those games were great. Both sectors of people that played those loved them and enjoyed them highly, and each had a great population. But it wasn't extremely one-sided, I don't feel. And now that Halo is losing its identity and Call of Duty becomes increasingly popular, Halo is trying to fit into that market, and in the process they're losing their identity, and they're causing people like myself who are longtime Halo fans and really enjoy the classic Halo and the core of Halo. They're just causing us to not even want to play the game and not even follow the series anymore, which is really sad, because, you know, we're the ones that not even just competitive players, just even casuals who have been around the series for a long time. They're the ones who really carry the flag for the series, I think. They're the ones who stuck through playing Reach, you know, even though there was a population of like 60,000-70,000, you know, because they love Halo. And even the people who went back to Halo 3, they played it because they loved it. And now it's just like, I feel like Halo 4 was meant to be either the saving grace of the series or just kind of the final straw for most people, which I think is kind of turning out to be the final straw for most people, and the playlist population numbers are proving that, because there were around 300,000 people on launch day, and I don't think there's been any more than, you know, 150,000 people playing over the last week, which is really bad, although obviously Call of Duty Black Ops 2 did come out, and that took away a lot of the players, but that's the problem. It took away a lot of the players because Halo's sort of like COD, but they are true COD gamers. They're not going to ever be true Halo gamers. because Halo's losing its identity, and it doesn't have anything unique to stand out that makes people want to say, hey, I want to play Halo instead of Call of Duty, you know? And I think that's really sad. It's disappointing that they've taken that route with the Halo series. You know, I've gotten to a point of I can barely even play Halo 4, you know? It's just really disappointing and sad to see what they've done with the game. So, I'm going to go ahead and end this rant, but I just wanted to get my my final thoughts and breakdown of the game out there, as well as my, you know, opinion from the heart of how I truly feel about the game. So, I'm sorry if you guys don't see a lot of Halo 4 content from me. I'm going to try to be moving my channel into more of a commentary style channel with less gameplay, because I really just I can't get gameplay in Halo 4, honestly. At least right now I'm not having that much luck, and I don't play the game enough to get good gameplay because I really don't enjoy it. I play a game or two and I'm bored and I just want to get off, or I get mad and it's not worth playing. So as I said, I'd keep this commentary short, but here we are going on 16 minutes, so I'm sorry about that again, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this commentary and the gameplay. Please be sure to follow me on Twitter at @BROSMAKS and subscribe if you're not sub. And of course, like last time, leave me your thoughts and feedback in the comments section. And peace out, guys.